Hey guys, Supercar Street Racing, and here we have my $20 thrift store iMac that I'm so excited about. It's a 21-inch mid-2009 iMac, and actually a special edition 2.26 gigahertz Core 2 Duo that was actually designed for school. And I'm getting some prompts about enrolling the device in Duval County School, and I'm going to disable that once I get a chance. So we're going to show you guys how to install Mac OS High Sierra on an unsupported system. So what you want to do is go to, and this link will be in the description, but here it is actually here. You're going to want to go to DOSDUDE1.com/High Sierra. You're going to need an 8 gigabyte USB stick, and you're going to need a copy of High Sierra Installer, which actually can be downloaded from the app, the patch app from DOSDUDE. So it shows you which machines are and are not supported, because actually you have to patch a couple of the text files that are drivers for this to work properly, and this is one of the supported iMacs, believe it or not. So you need the 8 gigabyte stick. You go ahead and you download this patch tool. There's instructions right here, and I'll put that in the link. And you create your, you download the High Sierra. It does it inside the app. You can download the High Sierra installer. Then you patch your USB stick with this app. It actually creates an installer, and you reboot to that USB stick by holding down Alt. It's actually a command, or I'm sorry, it's it's the Alt key, and I think that's the command key on the Mac. So when you boot up your Mac, you hold down the Alt key. You'll see all your drives come up, and I don't have that on video, but I'll show you the next time I do it, because we have to do it one more time. You boot from your USB stick, and then you start installing High Sierra onto your old drive. Now, there are a couple of steps you do if you're installing it clean, but I am upgrading, so it's really just a straight install. You just let it go, and it says it's got about 26 minutes left, and then I'll show you guys the next step after that. Okay guys, the install finished, I think. The instructions weren't very clear. The install said reboot to finish the install, and what you're supposed to do after the install finishes is install this post-install right here, which actually patches up. So hopefully I wasn't supposed to let it reboot again completely to the hard drive. So I rebooted back to the USB by holding down the Alt key, and you're supposed to click this post Mac install. Now here it says you select your model, so hopefully I can find my model. I don't know what mine is. I don't know if mine's a 7, 8, or 9. I'm gonna have to look this up real quick, because I'm not sure which one mine is. So I did some reading. Mine is a Mac 9.1, so we've got 9.1 selected right there. There's some other stuff in here. You can select like the USB Ethernet adapter, which I don't have, the light sensor, volume control patch, like that's for 8.1, so I'm not going to do that one. I don't know why that's going off over there. So this is a recovery partition patch. I guess we need that. We don't have the AMD, and I don't know if we have the Broadcom. So we're going to try it like this, select volume. So we got our volume here. We're going to patch this. And let's see what the instructions say. It says it's complete. Let me get back the instructions. So this says it's done. Let me see if it says I need to force cache rebuild. It's asking me if I want to force cache rebuild. says if the system fails to work correctly after rebooting, to reboot again and do the forced cache rebuild. Okay, it says it's going to sit there before it reboots. So now we want to reboot and let it boot to the hard drive. So let's click reboot. Rebuilding caches. Oh, okay, here we go. Now it's doing the rebuild. Rebooting now. So this should boot up normally to the solid state drive. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Says that our next thing should be a High Sierra login. Look at that, it's booting. Let's see what we got. I'm stoked because there's a lot of programs you can't install on Catalina, or sorry, on El Capitan because it's too old of a version. Here we go, guys. We're booting up to hopefully High Sierra on my mid-2009 iMac. By the way, guys, I did order 8 gigabytes of RAM. It is not officially supported, but it does work on this guy. Should be here today. It was only like 30 bucks for 8 gigs, so I went ahead and ordered 8 gigabytes because my plan is to edit some videos on this thing, even though it probably doesn't support 4K and it would be slow as hell. I just want to do it just for the fun. All right, we're almost here, almost to the login here. We're about 98% there. Still loading here. We got just, we're almost at the very end. Hold your breath for the install. Got a cursor. Looks like we are in. Let's go ahead and log in. See what operating system we're in. See if the sound and everything works. Uh-oh, we got a beach ball. All right, looks like we're in. Almost. Yeah, this guy needs more RAM for sure. I'm stoked about putting 8 gigs. Sign in with your Apple ID, set up later. Okay. Skip that. Siri. Setting up your Mac. And okay, so it's going to use the default OS X graphics driver. Okay. Wonder if there's a driver for this guy, or if I even need to bother with it. Let's take a look and see what OS we're on here. Alright, so it's got some patches here that it wants to install. Graphics driver. Okay, so it is using the NVIDIA driver, it's just the one that comes with. But here's some patches that came up, which is cool. So let's go ahead and patch it up. Then we'll do a check for updates. I'm stoked. High Sierra 10.13.6. Wow, that's cool. Very, very cool. So it's rebuilding the cache now. Still rebuilding. Probably take a minute. I don't want to do the system update while the cache is rebuilding still. So we're going to wait on that for a minute. I have a MyBook Live network drive that I've had for probably 10 years, and this thing will time machine back up to it, so I'm stoked about that too. Still says rebuilding cache, but let's go ahead and go to software update. Welcome to the App Store. I don't even know if the sound works in this thing. I guess we can play a video. Sound works. Good times. Checking for updates. Let that go in the background. This is still rebuilding the cache. Hopefully. Oh, it looks like we got some updates available. Some security updates and some other things. We can probably go ahead and do that. It wants to restart, so we'll get this other thing finished. So it's already downloading now. Oh, this still says it's rebuilding the Kex cache. I'll update you guys when that part gets done so you don't have this boring long video.